Spider-Man Far From Home seems like a bit of a letdown in my opinion. Now, I say this because what happens right before Spider-Man Far From Home is the events of Avengers Endgame. I mean, people are snapped out of existence for 5 years and they were brought back. The Avengers fought Thanos and his army, and Tony Stark died, Black Widow died, Captain America's gone now. So basically, after Avengers Endgame comes out, this is the next movie in the MCU timeline, and it's right after Endgame in the story. So we're honestly expecting the aftermath of everything that happened. I mean, what happened after people who snapped out of existence 5 years ago came back, how the world's dealing with it, how different countries are dealing with it, how families, friends are dealing with it. That was what we expected to see in this movie. And yes, it's a Spider-Man movie, so it should be based around Spider-Man, but we were kind of hoping to find out what's going on, how everything was, and they didn't really address any of that in the movie. The only thing the story is focusing on was Peter being sad about Tony being gone and his somewhat expectation of replacing him as the next Iron Man because he has the Iron Spider suit. So some people are expecting him to do that, and he doesn't think he can because Tony Stark's a legend. He sacrificed himself to save the universe. And that's the main focus of the story. That, and there's a new villain, Mysterio. I mean, he creates illusions and then shows up to save them. It's a bit of a brilliant con, honestly. And there's Nick Fury in this movie now. Oh, he doesn't talk about anything that happened either. I mean, he was snapped out of existence too, and he came back and he's just walking around like nothing's happened. I mean, yes, there is one line where he got snapped out, he knew everything and now he doesn't know anything because he disappeared, but they don't really go into that much. And we really need to see that happening. And we could have easily done that with Peter and his friends. Now apparently Peter, MJ, and his best friend, they were all snapped out at the same time. And when they came back, all the people in their class, half the people in their class who were little kids back then are now their age, and all the guys their age are now older, and we could have really focused in on that and still made a Spider-Man story, but no, it just focused on Peter and Tony and him trying to live with his legacy. And when Tony leaving him a set of glasses which controls powerful killer drones, and Mysterio tricking Peter into stealing them to use for his own ends. And obviously we see a final fight between Peter and Mysterio with a lot of illusions and all that. That was nice, but the whole story, it seems a little bland to me. Yeah. Considering everything that happened, this is right after Endgame. So this needed to be more deep and meaningful, something like that. And we could have shown maybe Pepper or Tony's daughter somewhere in there. That would have been nice. But we don't see that. We don't see any of the Avengers. Now at least we get Nick Fury. That's nice. I mean, we see him talking to Peter, interacting with him. That's the best part of the movie, honestly, in my opinion. Mysterio, I know he's the great villain in the comics, but in this movie, he's average at best. I mean, it's kind of the same as the villain in the last movie. Now, Michael Keaton played that role extremely well, but still, the villain wasn't that great, and this isn't that great either. And Mysterio dies in the end. So that's a little messed up. Since Spider-Man usually doesn't deal with those kinds of things. And oh yeah, Peter's identity gets revealed at the end of the movie. Now that's honestly just a plot point so that Spider-Man No Way Home can happen. You know, with the events, with everything that happens in Doctor Strange. But yeah, this seems a little boring. Only thing that happens in the movie is they go on a field trip, and he finally gets together with MJ. She just figures out his secret identity so easily. I don't know why she managed to figure out that easily. And what else? Oh yeah, we see Aunt May just in the beginning, and we see the Iron Spider suit in the beginning too. Now, we don't even get the full suit in this movie. We get the normal Spider-Man suit. I wish we could have seen more of the Iron Spider suit. I mean, if Peter used that, I think he could easily just be in Mysterio, but he didn't bring it. They are in another country. And yeah, the whole thing seems a little bland to me. And honestly, if they cut the entire movie out of the MCU timeline, it wouldn't make any difference. Honestly, only thing that relates to it is the end of the movie where Peter's identity is revealed, and there's a connection to No Way Home. Other than that, just looking at the MCU timeline doesn't impact it at all. So yeah, that's why Spider-Man Far From Home seems like a bit of a letdown to me.